What's going on, everybody? It's Mr. theinfantrylife.com/backspace exclamation point. Today, we're going to talk about this great weekend that we have upon us, the 4th of July, and all that it entails. We are 240 years old as a country, which in dog years is a lot, but in world years is not much at all. So I figure, why the hell not celebrate by taking the Germans' tank, most favorite tank ever that they had, the Tiger. Look at her. She's beautiful and fat. She got a big old booty on her. It's a good tank, but I figured to get y'all caught up where I've been shitting. Basically, I've been on the toilet shitting. It happens from time to time in life, but I'm back. Get some more videos out here and, get you caught up on the stuff you want to know. I know we kind of had, a lot of questions in the comment section, so we'll try and get caught up on those. I've been trying to answer a lot of them, I think, with through the comment section for you guys, so hopefully y'all enjoy that as much as I enjoy talking to you guys. But figured we'd go ahead and tell a little story of a man named Jed. He moved with his family out west after he struck that black gold in his... Wait a minute. That's fucking... No. That's not my life. This is the story of, I guess, what not to do on 4th of July when you're shooting off mortars in your backyard. See, normally, when, I don't know if y'all have ever fired firework mortars, not like military mortars, but this civilian grade mortars, right? So you get a mortar tube and you get your mortar shots, and they got a fuse, and you drop them down the tube and blah blah blah. They fire up into the air. Works great, especially when you set them on a hard surface like concrete and give them a stable platform to launch off of. But if for whatever reason you want to light off fireworks in your backyard, I'm going to let you know ahead of time that a half-inch sheet of plywood sitting on top of grass is not going to cut it, folks. It will for a few shots, but then things go horribly wrong. And it's funny that this happened last year during the 4th of July, the same year, or the same 4th of July that kid out east, for whatever reason in his drunken state, thought it'd be smart to launch a mortar off of his head and killed himself instantly. Well, I, coincidentally, ended up figuring out exactly how that happened to him, because in launching them off of the half-inch sheet of plywood that I had laid down in the backyard, I realized the force at which these things produced when launching out of the tube, and that space that was created by the plywood sitting on top of grass. Well, after about 5 shots, I launch one and it goes maybe 20 feet in the air and explodes magically, and I was like, that's weird. So of course I had to launch another one, and then I did, and it pretty much just blew up 5 feet after leaving the tube. And this was confusing to me because I've never had an issue with mortars before, so I went and looked. The plywood where the mortar tube was, and the mortar tube had since exploded, the plywood had a hole through it. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So I pick up the sheet of plywood and the ground is smoking, and I'm like, that's interesting. Well, there is a hole approximately 4 or 5 inches deep in the earth, and at the bottom of this hole is like a solid plug of concrete. So apparently these mortar tubes have that little concrete plug in the bottom of them for weight and, I imagine, strength and stability. Well, these things were so powerful that it shot that fucking concrete plug out of the bottom of the mortar tube through a half-inch sheet of plywood and then buried it 4 inches underground. So, I mean, if you think of that, and then you think of that poor guy's head and you think of what the obvious outcome probably looked like, it was probably not good. Needless to say, it ruined his weekend and his 4th of July, considering he wasn't alive anymore. But I guess I will give you this as a warning. I'm normally very safe with fireworks, pretty much. Do not launch mortars in your backyard off a sheet of plywood unless maybe you've got multiple sheets of plywood, or, better yet, just have some sort of concrete pad. It's going to work way better, because those things are fucking strong, and they will blow a concrete plug through your head, so don't be crazy with them. And I know 4th of July is tomorrow, so we don't need any all getting drunk and blowing your heads up, especially, if you're wanting to join the military. I think that's a pre-disqualifying factor there. So, like, if you try and go into the recruiter and your head is missing, they're probably like, sorry, bro, you're going to have to try again next year when your head grows back. I don't know if that is real, though. I don't know if your head will grow back, but one can hope. On a side note, though, if you haven't had a chance to in your life already, make sure you find some good friends that you can trust and have a Roman candle fight with each other. Now, by Roman candle fight, I mean you light a Roman candle, you hold it in your hand, and you run around shooting it at each other. It is a barrel of monkeys fun. I'm telling you the truth. Not a bad idea to wear some eye protection. And, like a heavy sweater. You should be good to go after that. Don't get like the ones that like blow up, though, when they shoot in the air. Unless you're hardcore. But don't do that. Just plain Jane Roman candles that shoot out and sparkle. They're fun. You'll have a blast. Also, if you've never seen it before, there's a video floating around the YouTubes of this dog that goes and he grabs a Roman candle that somebody had set up in the yard. He picks it up and he's running around the yard while it's firing off, and everybody are scattering like ants. It's fucking hilarious. And the dog's like, I don't even know what's going on right now, but this is fun. We're playing a game, right? Guys, playing a game? Is this a game? It's not a game, kids. It's fucking Roman candle warfare. But as always, thanks for watching. If you can picture me in your heads from past videos, I'm pointing at my crotch and saying questions, comments, and concerns below. Let me know what games you guys like, if you like games, because fuck it. I figured I'd give this a go. And this is War Thunder playing in the background, by the way. Free to play. Fun as shit. I just got blown the fuck up, but whatever. Thanks for watching. And my little blue falcons, I hope you have a safe and fun and happy 4th of July weekend. Celebrate the fuck out of it and suck it.